right, well, welcome to Edison Johnson Recreation Center, which is a part of Quarry Park. I am Jason Jones. I'm one of the assistant directors of Parks and Recreation for the City of Durham. And I am very excited to be here. I'm excited to have you all here to open up our track trails. We have 4 track trails throughout the City of Durham, and we're here celebrating this week's day. So I wanted to give a little history. Obviously, we are the Parks and Recreation Department, which that's become second nature to say. And for years, we've had a long history since 2012 with putting people in parks as a medical intervention through Duke Children's and the Healthy Lifestyle Program that's led to Bull City Fit. So I wanted to thank our partners. I want to thank Dr. Ostrowski. I want to thank Duke Children's, the Children's Miracle Network, for funding these track trails, because I see this as an opportunity. We've been writing prescriptions for recreation since 2012 as part of Bull City Fit. And now this is the first opportunity we've had to write prescriptions for parks. So we have about 1,500 acres of parkland throughout the City of Durham. And this is an opportunity for 4 of our parks to be called into the spotlight, for doctors to write prescriptions, and for kids to come out and families to come out and have a self-guided trail through the pamphlets that you see on the sign behind me. They're able to write in, and Jason will talk a little bit more about the prizes and things like that as part of the track trail system that is throughout the United States. So I just want to thank the Children's Miracle Network, thank Dr. Ostrowski, Duke Children's for all of their support within the City of Durham for what we do in the Parks and Recreation Department, and helping us fulfill our mission of connecting our whole community to wellness, the outdoors, and lifelong learning. So welcome. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ostrowski for him to talk a little bit more about the program.
Which Jason?
Let's get a handshake. Wait, hold on. Turn both this way. We gotta do that. Great. Yay. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, thank you all, and thanks for coming out. We at Duke Children's are really excited about this program, and I'll just give you a little backstory of how all this ended up happening. I met Jason. I'm with Jason. He's Jason Uros, who is the director for Kids in Parks. Many years ago at a North Carolina Pediatric Society annual meeting that we have, is our local branch of the American Academy of Pediatrics. And he showed this great program of track trails where kids could get outside and earn prizes where they get them mailed to them just by doing what we would encourage them to do, which is be outside, be healthy, be active, don't be inside, all the things that we try to get our kids to do, but it's hard to get them to do because there's really not as much incentive as some of the harder indoor screen things that they like to do. So I thought this was a wonderful idea to have these track trails. And then he told me, well, docs can be involved too, that's why I'm here. We have Track RX, which is where the doctors can prescribe these adventures to the kids in their offices, which then sort of leads them to these wonderful kiosks where they can do their adventures and they can earn the prizes, and the doctors get information in reports sent back to them so they know which kids went on the adventures and who's getting out and who's not, which doctors are giving these prescriptions and which doctors are not. And so it's really has a lot of useful information for us as pediatricians to know how to keep our kids healthy and what interventions we're making that can be useful, and how can we tweak those to get them to do more and more and more of what we need them to do to keep them healthy, because as we all know, it's a lot easier to keep something running than to fix it once it's broken. So one of the things that I got involved was when I looked at the available track trails, I noticed there was kind of a hole through the corridor where of track trails that sort of works for our patients, because we have a lot of patients who have a hard time even just getting to the office for their appointments, and so to say go out and play in a park or just do this program, and then they said, yeah, but where? I can't even, I got to catch a bus. How do I get there? So that sort of led to a lot of help from my colleague Sarah Armstrong, who was mentioned. She does a lot with the Bull City Fit and knows about this and involved with the Parks and Rec folks for a long time, and also knew about the Children's Miracle Network and the Duke Kids Care grants that they sponsor to allow for funds for this kind of a thing that helps patients directly. And it all sort of just came together with her mentorship on how to apply for the grant, get the available funds, and then working with Jason and Jason to pick the appropriate parks that would really be close to our practices and good for our patients, then we were able to find these 4 places. We got Quarry Park, we got Whippoorwill Park, we got Bethesda Park, we got Sandy Creek Park, and they're all now track trails. So we can prescribe these adventures in our office and know confidently that we can say, well, where do I go? Here's where you can go. And these are great trails. They're safe, they're fun, and you're going to get a prize mailed to you, which is, kids love prizes. Do you love prizes? Raise your hand if you love prizes, kids. Oh, everybody loves prizes. So just a great collaboration, and we're so grateful for the funding to be able to have this from Duke Kids Care Grant and Children's Miracle Network, and to have parks that are so well kept by our Parks Department, and people like Jason who have nationwide track trails going on, that we can take advantage of this so that we can present these to our kids and keep them healthy. We want our kids to be healthy, and that's the bottom line. So I thank you all for coming, and I'm going to hand it to Jason just to say a few words about the actual track trails and these wonderful kiosks and everything. So thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, so I know we all want to get hiking, and we got like 3 other things we got to do, so I'm going to try to be a little bit quick about it, because I know you're ready to go. So my name is Jason Yu, to eliminate some of the confusion, especially with the emails that have been going back and forth between the Jasons, and you don't know which Jason said what. So I'm Jason Euros. I'm the director of a program called Kids in Parks. And what we do is design hiking trails to get kids and families unplugged and outdoors and active for both their health and the health of the parks. Because if the kids aren't active, they're not going to be as healthy as they could be. And if the kids aren't at the parks, using the parks aren't going to be as healthy as they can be. And so the idea is, get us out here when you can get out here. Come to a sign like this, grab the brochure topic that you want to use, go for a hike. Go when you're done, go back home. Now we're going to ask you to go online for a minute. You're going to register your hike. You're going to answer some questions about your experience, and then we're going to mail you a prize. The first prize you get is a nature journal with a sticker from the trail you went to, and that encourages you to want to collect another sticker from the next trail. And you can come back to this park, you can go to another park, and you'll get a sticker and a patch, and then a backpack and a bandana. And a magnifying lens. Who wants a magnifying lens? I kind of do. Yeah. Right? That's right. I heard somebody here definitely wanted a magnifying lens.
My little boy, I know.
You got to do 9 hikes to get a magnifying lens. But the idea is that you're going to get all these prizes. Then you're going to know where to go and what to do, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to learn about the plants and animals while you're out there. A couple of things I have to say. We are a program of the Blue Ridge Parkway Foundation. That's a nonprofit that is in Western North Carolina. We help to raise money for the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is a national park. The program started there about 10 years ago, almost coming up in 2 months, 10 years ago. And we now have 190 trails all over the United States in 12 states and in Washington, D.C. If you go to the White House, there's a trail that goes around the White House. If you go to San Diego, there's a trail on the beach in San Diego. If you go to Wyoming, you can go to Devil's Tower National Monument and go for a hike around Devil's Tower. And then you can go to all the state parks in North Carolina, and then of course the 4 parks that are here in the city of Durham. So we have 2 more things that we need to do. One is Dr. Ostrovsky is going to write an honorary prescription for everybody to go on a hike today. And then we're going to cut the ribbon, and then we're going to do the hike. So I have a marker here, so that it's bigger. There you go.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said I didn't think
Let's finish it. What do we got? We got today's date, the 6/1. And how often should we do that? As much as you can. And let's just say kids. We'll just write kids up there. All right. Can I get a volunteer from a kid? Let's have you come up, and then I'll have you come up too. Both of you guys, come on up, or ladies, come on up here. And you guys are going to sign it that you're going to go for a hike today. Put your name right here. Nice. Scarlett's going on a hike today. And Kara's happy to go on a hike today. Can you guys stand right here? Can you ladies stand right here? And let's have Dan, can you hold that side? And you stand right here. And we'll get the picture that we have to get. All right, now we got to cut the ribbon. So I think all the kids have scissors, right?
Come on, Ian, stop.
We can have the kids stand right here. Maybe
Bring it in front of the
sign.
kiosk. Twist it.
We'll have the kids stand right here in front of the sign. Oh, do you not want the big ones?
Goes this way.
Stand right here. And then we got a ribbon over here. You guys want to bring that down over this way?
We're straightening it out.
Okay, perfect.
You guys, they want it in front of the sign, not in front of the
You got
sign.
scissors?
Okay.
Stand right here. Stand right here.
No?
Stand right here. Come on down. Come on down. Red shorts. Come on down. Come on down. Stand right here. You're gonna hold that ribbon up. Hold it up. Put your scissors close. Don't cut it yet. Put your scissors close. Put them right there. Put it on there. Get ready. Get ready. All right. On the count of 3, we're gonna cut it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Finish.
Yay.
You got it. All right. Let me see. Let me tighten it for you. Now you can good. It's got to tighten. Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's have the scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Please take back the
If you want to
scissors.
keep your piece of ribbon that you cut, you can. Is that one yours? You got your piece there. All right.
I can take those, Jason, if you want to lead the way.
Okay. All right, so we are going to go for a hike. Let me.
And I have some track RX ones they want to do those.
Oh, it is still going.
Oh,
I
should
just
I
didn't
turn
see
it
that.
back?
I don't feel like I have the authority.
We're going to go on a hike up